Hey everybody, George the Tech here. I've got an unboxing because I bought something new, a new gadget to use for content creation and doing video in the field and just working with my phone in general. So let's give it a look and see what I've got here.
George the Tech.
I just grabbed this off the net. It's called the NEEWER smartphone cage type LED light. And so this is sort of like a multifunctional thing that I'm hoping does everything they say it does. NEEWER, if you don't know this brand, it's a funny spelling of the word newer. It comes out of course, China, and they've been around a while, and they've been building a brand and a name for themselves. Is becoming, I wouldn't say pro-level gear, but affordable consumer quality, but still more likely to give you support when you need it kind of a company, right? That's NEEWER. And I have a few things that they've made, and all of them are fine. Nothing super high quality, but certainly good enough for content creators and, non-professional commercial grade production. So here it is, pulling out of the box here. Wow, an actual proper manual in a lot of languages. Just almost never see actual manuals anymore. One of the reasons I chose this was because it uses the same battery system that's become so common. It's a Sony battery, compatible battery system. And so I like that because I have another light or two that use these. And it comes with a charger as well. And it just so happens I misplaced my charger. So it's great to have a new charger to start using with my other batteries. So multifaceted solution here for me in getting this product. Comes with your typical inexpensive basic spring-loaded phone holder. Very simple, straightforward. Has a thread on the back, a thread on the base, and a little shoe mount on the top. Comes with a charging cord, another manual just for the battery charger. Oh, that's the whole charger, by the way. I thought it was extra thin looking. Usually they have a plug on the back, but this one just charges off USB. Makes sense. I was not mad at that. Here it is, and it's a pretty big unit. It's pretty sizable, as you can see on frame here. It feels like a big professional level piece because it is so large. And that may seem like a disadvantage, but honestly, when it comes to holding a camera or a phone for that matter, stable, size matters. Something that's heavier and larger will help you hold something stable. So as you can see, it's got lighting. It's got a lot of lighting. It's got a huge array of LEDs. It's got cool LEDs, warm LEDs, and RGB LEDs, all within the framework of this unit, which is why I got it. I saw many others that had either just cool LEDs or warm LEDs, but the fact is also has color and the ability to do lighting effects means you're going to be able to do a lot more creativity with this. And so, well, I got sucked in, and the price was insanely good. So it's got dual batteries, which is also amazing. Something you'd expect at a pro level, not consumer grade. Dual batteries, so you can swap batteries hot, meaning you can rotate them and charge them so the light never shuts off. Or you just have a double battery capacity. So we'll slide in a battery. I haven't cracked the manual, obviously. So I'm just throwing in a battery. I have no idea whether the battery has a charge on it. But it looks like here's our controls to get this thing running. And a multifunction joystick, which has a up, down, and a click, which obviously is for navigating the menus on this screen right here. So let's power this thing on, see what happens. Boom, lights right up and shows us battery power. It shows a Bluetooth symbol, so obviously it has a Bluetooth connectivity to it, which will be a lot of fun to play with. I'll have to see what the Bluetooth capabilities are, but I know on the basic level, it has a camera start-stop button here that works by Bluetooth. So that's going to be really cool to be able to just start your video from here. And then on the screen, it's going to show you your current color temperature. Let's play with the little joystick here, clicking on it. Whoa! Obviously, there are a few kind of default modes that it has right out of the box just by clicking this. This highly intense red color and the special effects mode. This is a strobe effect. And back to the default. If I hold it in, it doesn't do anything different. It just shows you the color temperature. If I move the joystick up and down, it holds the color temperature and controls the brightness. And the brightness is pretty impressive. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to turn off my primary lights and let you see how much light we get off of this. Now I'm adjusting color temperature. I'm going to turn it around this way. Oh, there's a joystick on both sides. This is the color temperature joystick. This is the brightness joystick. So let's bring the color temperature close to daylight, which is usually around 5600 Kelvin. And now I will tone back our brightness a bit and see how that looks. There we go. So for this very close placement, arm's length from me, obviously about the lowest intensity is all I need. So this thing throws some serious light. But if I want to light up this whole space, let's crank up the brightness and see what we get. Yeah. It's got a considerable amount of output. Very intense light. So this thing, brightness is definitely not an issue for any interior shooting you're doing in a residential room, a living room. If I was doing something truly professional, I'd want to have two of these mounted on either side of me, pretty far away. The further away the light is, the more soft generally it's going to be. That's not always the case, but it certainly helps. It'll be more diffuse. And let's turn on my primary lighting again. Yeah. That's more like it. And let's continue looking through the features. So the effects and color temperature controls on the left and the menu controls on the right. So we'll switch to another menu mode, and now we can flip through different functions that it has. There's like a fake camera flash. So it's designed to emulate being photographed by several cameras. It has what looks like a standard light bulb. It has whatever that is. It has different cute little icons indicating what these different color modes they think symbolize what these modes do. Obviously, police. Oh, this is a fire mode. This light is designed to emulate what it would look like if you had a fire lit in your room. So this would be shining on the background behind you, off frame, kind of giving you that random flickering fireplace look. Pretty cool. So lots of really interesting effects that are built into it without any knowledge of how to set it up. And you can see, flipping through, here's a television in the background effect. It's that cooler color temperature of a TV, and it kind of flicks on and flicks off as you go from different scenes in a show or in and out of commercials. This is a fireworks, I think, and just general party light mode. So if you want to have the ambience of a party going behind you, there you have it. So super versatile. I mean, my gosh, going from just a standard on-camera video light to all those different special effects modes. Pretty darn mind-blowing. So I'll use this on my appearances when I'm working in the field. I'll be at VO Atlanta in a month or so. For sure, I will have this with me, and I'll be carrying it around when I do interviews to get the best possible lighting. I love that it has a ton of places to mount objects. Extra 1/4-20 threads on the top, 2 of them. 3 shoe places, so I'll be able to put my Rode wireless mic here. I don't know what else I could possibly put on here because the light's already built in, so I don't need to add a light. My phone will go here in the center, which I can thread that in right now. This is even adjustable. This can be mounted so that the thread sticks out this way for different types of mounting situations. Oh, I see. This, the way it threads in is this comes out. Aha, and this now gives you access to the thread to mount this. Got it. And the mount by default is in horizontal mode, but there is a way to mount this for vertical shooting too, for social media. But for now, I'm just going to set up your default horizontal mode. This slides in here. Feels well made, I gotta say. The threads are strong. The hardware feels very sturdy. Let's put my phone in there. There we go. Beautiful. And while we're at it, since we have everything set up in one place, let's try setting up the Bluetooth. So again, I have not cracked open the manual. Let's go ahead and just go through what we would normally do for setting up a Bluetooth device. So I'm going to go to my Bluetooth menu. And see if it shows up as a device. There it is, NEEWER shutter. So there's the NEEWER shutter control. We got a pairing unsuccessful. I don't know whether to blame the NEEWER device or the iPhone here. That's how Bluetooth goes. You never know who's at fault when things don't connect. I'll try again then. And if it doesn't pair this time, I'll power cycle the unit and try it one more time. Yep, pairing unsuccessful. Power off. Power it back on. I'm going to cycle the Bluetooth, cycle it back on. Pair. There it is. Nothing like just the cycling of your Bluetooth settings to get things working again. So we'll go back to video mode. And let's see if the trigger on the controls here actually starts video. Yeah, baby. Start. Stop in video mode. Photo mode. Take a picture. Yeah. I love that. I love that. That is so useful. I'm going to use the heck out of this thing. You'll definitely be seeing me using this at shows, trade shows, NAMM, NAB. I'll be at NAB in April. You'll absolutely see me carrying this thing around at NAB because it is obviously infinitely useful. The only thing I would say is it doesn't look like it has a charging output. It doesn't have a charging output that I can see. So it does not appear that this will act as a power bank for your phone. So the power from the batteries will only power the light. That's probably a good thing because this light, based on the brightness of it and the size of it, it's going to use battery power. When I do a trade show, I'll have both batteries in there for sure. So maybe that's its only minus if it's missing any feature is that it can't charge your phone. It also has an additional charging input on the unit itself. so that you can charge directly to the unit, although it didn't come with any power supply. But you might have one that fits this. Laying around, if you're like me, you may have this charger. Well, there you have it. That's the NEEWER smartphone cage type LED light. And it's a winner so far. $60 US, last I checked. Gotta love it. Hope you find that fun and useful, and you might find you want to get one of these, and maybe I'll see you at the next trade show and you'll be carrying around one of these suckers. Thanks for listening, George the Tech. Have a good one.